If you're replacing burnt or damaged posts, then you've got a couple of options. Ideally, you won't use the same post hole. You'll go a foot or two either side, or perhaps try and creep your fence in a little bit from the boundary to get fresh soil that'll compact well and hold your gate post up. But sometimes you've got complex tidal boundaries and intricate fences on the other side, and you've still got to swing a gate, which means you're going to need to use the same hole. Well, today we're having a look at a fencing system that lets you use the same hole and get just as good a stability and gate hanging potential out of your end post. Now, the steel end assembly system we're using today has three advantages. The first is it's a very long post, which is much longer than the old post, which means we're going to be driving into virgin ground at the base of the hole. Now that we've got the post driven in at least another 1.5 feet below the bottom of the hole, we're going to fill up the rest of the hole with as much clay as we can scavenge. We're going to try and avoid any organic material in the packing that we put into the post, and we're going to tamp the post at least 3 times. The bottom of the tamp is the most important, so only tamp in about 1/3 of a hole at a time. Get that nice and compact, then do another 1/3, compact it, and then do another 1/3. And if you don't want blisters when you're doing this job, don't hold the crowbar at the bottom of the stroke. Let it bounce by itself and you won't tear your skin. You don't need gloves. Now, another trick, if you're worried about the capacity of the soil that you're putting back in the hole to actually bind and compact, you can add a little bit of cement dust, not concrete, cement dust, to your soil, just a cup or so. We'll mix that in, it'll help solidify it, bind it, and compact the soil nicely around our post. Well, that's not too bad already, but for a that's not going anywhere guarantee, we're going to use a soft soil anchor kit. Now, to use a soft soil anchor, you're going to want to leave a bit of a hole around your post until you've finished installing the anchor plates. You'll notice that there's 2 holes for tech screws and a larger hole for a bolt which goes through the post and ends up connecting both the anchors together through the post. Last step towards a super tight post, skewing your 2 steel posts at about a 30-degree angle to your post along your fence line so you don't hit surfaces. And this thing's going to be super tight and never pull out of the ground. No matter how good your post driver is, the last couple of inches will have to be done by hand. And the reason why we put the brackets in 100 mil or so below ground level was so that when we finish the job and fill the hole with soil, there's no steel post for animals to step on and injure themselves. The final advantage of using a fence stay end assembly system when you're replacing posts in compromised ground is that because of its locked box fully welded design, it's a little bit shorter than your standard end assembly. And this means that your stay post is well inside where the old one was, meaning that your ground is not compromised for the second post. And trust me, it's not going anywhere. If you want to find out more about this type of end assembly system, there's a link in the description below. And if you like this kind of content and you found it useful, make sure you share it with others and hit the little subscribe button down there. It's a free way of supporting the channel, and I'll see you next week with something else. Now, it wouldn't be right to leave this video without mentioning the great people that I've been out and had the opportunity to work with today. Des and Stuart from BlazeAid, how are you guys?
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for having us out here today, guys. Now, you're doing an amazing power of work here for the local community after a very significant bushfire in the Longwood area. You're working with BlazeAid. It's not your first rodeo. You guys have been working with BlazeAid for a while now.
Yep,
6 years.
times.
Should people be nervous about getting onto BlazeAid if they don't have any fencing experience?
Not at all. Not at all. You don't need to have any experience whatsoever. You soon learn it out in the field. Yeah, just if you want to go to a camp, just get on the website BlazeAid, and all the instructions are there. You just follow from there on.
And you guys are fairly experienced with taking on newbies and newcomers, and it's actually a bit of fun for you guys too, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a
rewarding.
different story. It's great company meeting people.
So if you guys know a little bit about fencing or would like to know a little bit about fencing and want to do something for your local community, get onto BlazeAid. The link is in the description below, and tell them Tim and Des and Stuart sent you.